Port Vila, Vanuatu. CNN. Tropical Cyclone Pam had already been battering Vanuatu's capital for hours when the River Prima suddenly flooded its banks. A wall of water and mud surged through Sam Upan's house, toppling the walls of the neighboring church where he serves as a deacon. It was midnight on Friday, and he had no choice but to wade out into the gale force wind and darkness. "The water was up to my waist," he says. Upan eventually made it to higher ground, taking shelter on a parked van. Fortunately, he had sent his family away before the storm to a shelter in the center of the capital, Port Vila. But on Monday, 3 days after the storm struck, Upan and his daughters sit in the debris-strewn rubble of their home. On Sunday, he built a temporary shack for them to sleep under. A bundle of bananas donated by a friend lies nearby in the mud. It's the only food the family has to eat. Nearby, Upan's daughter Elsie slowly scrubs mud out of a shirt. Other families all across this tropical town are facing similar difficulties in the aftermath of the storm. To many Westerners, Vanuatu is a holiday destination boasting crystal blue waters and luxury yachts. But it's also one of the poorest nations in the Pacific, and many of its 260,000 inhabitants live in flimsy houses built of thatch or metal sheets. Those vulnerable homes were dealt a fearsome blow over the weekend by Cyclone Pam, one of the strongest storms ever to make landfall. The aid group Oxfam is warning that the cyclone may have caused one of the worst disasters ever seen in the Pacific. The storm rampaged across Vanuatu's sprawling archipelago of more than 80 islands on Friday and Saturday, wielding 155 miles per hour, 250 kph, winds. About 65 islands in the archipelago are inhabited. The full extent of the devastation remained unclear Monday. With communication lines to many of the outer islands cut, it could take days or even weeks to emerge. 24 people have so far been confirmed dead, the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs reported, with 11 fatalities in Taifa, 8 on Ifate and 5 on the southern island of Dana. The organization said 3,300 people were taking shelter in 37 evacuation centers.